is SSC headquarters for Trier.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. One thing I can't stand is imitation. That's why I'm so uncompromising with my music, and that's why I drink Queequegs. A tall, foamy Queequegino makes me feel good because I know it was made from real coffee beans grown the old way, organically, by independent farmers. Pretty cool, huh? Not to mention the edge it gives me before a big show. I don't know what I'd do without my Queequegs.
Queequegs, coffee for a new generation.
Never have jammed those actuators at Panzerbox and stolen that shipment of welders. Now you will pay.
I keep telling you, we stole nothing. Her Holiness comes to Trier to make peace, and her gesture is answered with rioting.
Panzerworks did not take kindly to our efforts to open their eyes to the harm they are causing the Earth.
Panzerworks finally reached their breaking point.
Not now, friend. We are discussing the crisis. The Panzerworks factory has erupted into a riot and the violence is spreading.
I just saw one of your Seekers being attacked by a couple of factory workers.
Was there nothing you could do? We're all in danger now. Panzerworks has erupted into a riot just as Her Holiness arrived in Trier to try to soothe tensions between our church members and the factory's workers.
The WTO and Order have long been at odds. Why the sudden flare-up in Trier?
We've been trying to persuade Panzerworks to stop polluting this region and restore to nature what is rightfully hers.
But don't the locals depend on the factory for jobs?
We can have jobs and sustainability at the same time. We tried to make this point in our peaceful protests according to Luminant Saman's orders.
Didn't these protests end up shutting down the factory several times?
Some machines were damaged, but no living beings were harmed.
Still, vandalism's a crime, right?
Only if preceded by an impure motivation. However, since Saman's tactics were not working, Her Holiness came to Trier to try and reach some form of truce. Now we have no idea where she is.
Really? Maybe I should look into this.
The Nine Worlds is a no-weapon zone, strictly enforced since the riots.
So you want me to disarm in the middle of a war zone?
No, you've just got to consent to the standard deactivation procedure before entry. I'll transmit the encrypted safety lock bytecode, which will effectively freeze all your weapons. Sensors at the exit will automatically reactivate everything you're carrying when you leave.
Here you go.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on in.
Sid Black, area pilot, best flyer in the Western Hemisphere. I drop my birds on the curb, spread it around. I got a contract lined up after the summit, but I'm still available for local hops.
How much?
Any hops during the next 24 hours, just 50% more than the going rate for one hop. Can't beat that in this market.
Did you manage to hook up with Sandy?
Cindy? Nah, she went all screwy in the head.
How do you mean?
Well, for one thing, she just dumped me. She flipped because I forgot her folks were dead. Look, I'm supposed to remember every detail about her life when I haven't seen her in 2 months. At least she lives near a good bar.
You sure you locked up?
No, Guevara has been in my family for 3 generations. I've been locking up since I was a boy.
I told you, those weapon mods are stolen. They don't belong in a display case on the side of the road.
The last place the sorties will look is in the Guevara shop. I am a respected businessman.
I'll just be glad when we can make the drop for the Omar. We're having a private conversation.
Strangers welcome. Just don't make any speeches.
A member of the Order. Are you with the Summit?
Certainly not. I live here in Trier. Seekers here don't care very much for this notion of a summit.
Why not?
We have heard Luminan Saman's call for a return to Scripture. In this shard, we read the Scripture, the original word of Her Holiness, not what she says for the camera today or tomorrow or 2 weeks ago.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? That's exactly the attitude that opens the door to tyranny in a free state, remembering only what was said on the last talk show. What's the value of a free press when attention spans are so short?
I was just curious about the Summit. Sorry to interrupt.
Her Holiness and Chairman Dumier are making a business deal. It may bring money, it may bring power, but it won't bring balance into the lives of ordinary people. If Her Holiness thinks she can put us all into a great pre-collapse wealth-making machine, she must think she's a god.
Alex D. A welcome encounter.
How's the search coming?
I've made some discoveries. I think that you've brought me to the right place.
What's the passenger's name?
My instructions forbid me to say.
Maybe I could help if I knew who it was.
You've been very helpful already. My computer analyzed the transceiver in your temporal bone and found some interesting data files.
Those are encrypted files.
I found the keys some time ago. I will be using your eyes and ears to gather more data. As compensation, if you need a pilot for any reason, I will be available.
I don't like being spied on.
Your notions of privacy are old-fashioned. It was a love of privacy that brought on the collapse. A love of secrets, plans, and personal possessions.
I still don't like being spied on.
Perhaps I'm too aggressive, but a society in which everyone understands everyone else is something I think we all should strive for.
How about I bug your chopper and make this learning process go both ways?
Very soon, we will be connected. A great advance will change what it means to be human, and there will be no further need to conceal information. But that world is not yet here. My chopper is ready when you are.
I'll check back when I need a pilot.
Alex D, you're the last one to arrive. I suppose that, like the others, you're after my laboratory and the gateway to JC Denton.
You're Trace for Tom.
I see that Dr. Lassif didn't exaggerate about your mental acuity. Yes, I'm Tom. I suppose you will be wanting some answers. You may have already guessed that your true name is Alex Denton.
Dr. Nassif was telling the truth. I'm a clone of JC Denton.
With a few postnatal recombinations, yes. But our work has moved away from clones.
So this gateway, I can use it to find JC Denton?
Yes. Beneath the ruins of the Black Gate, JC constructed a portal to his secret base in Antarctica. Only descendants of the Denton cell line can go through. However, the facility is already in the hands of the Templars.
Did the Templars use the portal? How could they unless one of the other trainees?
Unless the Templars have already convinced one of you to go through the gate and murder JC. Exactly. At a minimum, they have a highly placed spy who has torn apart our organization, starting with Chicago.
What else do you know about this spy?
Whoever it is also helped the Templars kidnap Her Holiness during a meeting with the Panzerworks here. They are holding her at the Black Gate Laboratory. I'm going to give you a code to a secret entrance, which is in a room on the second floor of the East Tower, 2521. Look for a keypad hidden behind some crates.
For all you know, I'm a Templar myself.
Then Apostle Corps has already lost everything. Rescue Her Holiness. Save the summit for the sake of both factions. They will help you against the Templars. You will need the help of the WTO in order just a little while longer.
I understand.
Here's something to give you an edge. A biomod infusion. It isn't much, but it's all I managed to grab on my way out of the laboratory.
my day job.
Kellen Dumier of the WTO here. So you found that old fool, Tracer Dom. I'd like to know what you were talking about. Please report to the Trier SSC station. It's at the end of the block, on your left as you enter the main square.
all the equipment they wrecked and stole in the name of preserving the natural order. I do not understand why the WTO would agree to a summit with these freaks.
The order is not so aggressive in other cities. This Saman just went extreme on them.
That is why we had to do something. This summit is useless. We need to chase them out of Trier entirely.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but yes, I am tired of paying for their crimes.
How is it going?
Hey, sir.
That riot was started by the workers, not the order.
The workers? Think it's antipop.
I'm on my way to the SSC station right now. Can you give me directions?
Sure. Off the main square, just around the bend from here.
Thanks. I suppose the summit meeting must be good for business.
It's a shameful distraction. A bunch of potentates whining and dining, plus they bring in their own coffee.
What about the press, the added security?
A big show to distract everyone from the fact that the system is broken. Both the Order and WTO. I filed a lawsuit under both jurisdictions, and all it's done is sit in a drawer somewhere.
Who are you suing?
Pequods. They run ads on the public terminal right across the street from my shop, and they don't even have a branch in Trier.
Is that illegal?
It's false advertising if the product doesn't exist, right? I would very much like to see the file they have in the evidence room at the SSC station. The suit was dismissed, but they won't tell me why. Or what I'd pay to know what's really going on. I wonder.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. Welcome, Alex D. Hey, you left New Cairo without seeing me perform.
Sorry, I had some business to take care of in Trier.
Just don't stand me up again. It's not very nice. So, you must be here for the summit.
In a manner of speaking.
Clever girl. What's the matter? Don't like talking politics?
There are some things I like to keep my own counsel about.
You must be private security for one of the factions.
Not exactly. Who wants to know?
Name's David Kurzek. These are dangerous times.
Is this a sales pitch? Why don't you get to the punchline?
I think we both know what we're talking about. I'm a representative of the Omar Black Market. I can arrange a meeting if you wish.
I didn't know the Omar employed non-cyborgs.
Normally I'm just a supplier, but with the summit happening, they need a rep who doesn't draw a lot of attention. Go to the abandoned Kuro shop above the Nine Worlds Tavern, a place called Derbalatenda Rabla. I'll let the Omar know they should expect a customer.
I do not have time. Are you just out of your head?
He's not my partner anymore. We ran arms for a while, but then the Omar made a better offer.
I heard that the Omar put out a contract on him.
The Omar have a way of either absorbing or eliminating the competition. O'Rourke was dipping from the Emperor's well, or maybe I'd have brought him along. You're either on the team, or you're off the team. You know what I mean?
Sure.
the equipment's erect and stored in the name of preserving the natural order. I do not understand why the WTO would agree to a summit with these freaks.
Seniority ought to count for something.